Welcome back to Badass Witches TV. And today, welcome back to Badass Tarot. If you're tuning in on my tarot channel, uh, either way, subscribe to the other channel, okay? Today, I'm going to be doing reading, another reading that I really don't want to do, but I'm a little better today than I was the other day, okay? So I'm not so emotional about the situation. I'm still emotional, but I have a little bit more control of my emotions today, okay? It is a new moon, um, and very significant time for me, okay? So we actually want to get, and I'm feeling like, okay, this card popped up, and before I have even asked the question, I feel like this card is significant, so I'm gonna go with it, okay? And before I uh, because I already had the question on my heart, and the reason why I had the question on my heart, and what is probably going to be the title of this video, is because I was going through some of the videos concerning the Kenneka Jenkins case, and I was watching a video of her mother. I don't really like to watch the ones of the party and stuff because I just don't, I can't, it's the energy of that night and all the darkness that was there. I just don't like it. Okay, but when I watch her mother, a very powerful woman, some people, they're judging her harshly because of some stuff they've seen on Facebook, or I don't know. I've heard people say some things about her mother, but what I see is a powerful woman. She may not be stable right now, which is to be expected considering all that she's been through. And I don't know this woman's story. I haven't looked that far into the story or anything like that. But um, the last video that I watched of her, let me quit getting distracted. The last video I watched of the mother, uh, the last words that she said rang in my ears, and I knew that that was going to be the focal point of my next reading concerning Kenneka. Okay, and the last words that her mother, the question that was on her mother's heart was, what was the reason for the cover up? Okay, we all know that there has been a cover up, and we want to know what was the reason. Okay, so let me apologize ahead of time for a couple of missing. Oh, it's on this hand, a couple of missing nails, but I broke a couple of nails at the beginning of this week, and the tips of them were so sore that because these actually are my real nails, these are not acrylic, which is Anyway, we have our first card here, and the question here was, what was the reason for the cover up? Okay, and our first card, which is a card that I think we had the Prince of Wands in the last reading, and this is the King of Wands, okay? Another very determined male surrounded by fire. Uh, this man is very, when he sees something that he wants, he's very determined to get it. He is, he would move fast in trying to go get it, so fast that he would end up doing dumb shit like having to erase videotapes or edit videotapes or edit footage after you've done some dumb shit because you saw something that you wanted and you went after it. And I believe this first card is a direct person, um, if if not the person, who is responsible for Kenneka's demise. Okay, and uh, I want to mention, the King of Wands. Okay, because in the last reading it was the Prince of Wands. Okay, and again in my last reading I knew that there was more than one person involved. Again, The last reading I focused on her, okay, and I want to show y'all how I pull my cards, okay. When something happens in my hand and I feel that energy and it says keep these cards, and I'm gonna show them all to you before I pull them because I haven't read anything or anything. This is going to be the rest of my read. I don't know if this is going to be the rest of my reading, but I'm going to go ahead and throw these cards. Now, this has never happened in a reading where I got this many cards that popped out at one time. Okay, some of them are inverted, and some of them are. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, the reason why these popped out at one time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 total, huh? Okay, I'm trying to feel, because what I really feel is I have our players in my hand. Okay, so, okay, our first card is the Queen of Swords. Okay, and in the Kemetic Tarot, swords represents our mind. Okay, our mental state, and this is the Queen. Okay, so she is. This is someone at the top of their game, someone who's very intuitive, artistic, um, empathetic. This is someone who is very instinctual. Um, Someone like myself. Okay, and again, I would say this is. I would say that this is Kenneka's mother. Okay, the Queen of Swords. Okay, so we have all the players involved here. Okay, so I just feel that, so I'm just going to go with it. Okay, another uh, another big card and another big player in the saga that is the Kenneka Jenkins story, the Kenneka Jenkins investigation. Uh, the chariot card, okay? And the chariot is a person, okay? And this is a man. I definitely feel a very strong male energy. Um, this is, I feel like this is somebody behind the scenes that maybe owns the hotel, is a big player in that hotel, okay? This is someone who has gained what they have through hard work, and they are successful. They have a lot of money and a lot of power. Um, so the chariot card, but it also means that, okay, that this person is the person, because the chariot card, it has wheels on it. It's a chariot, okay? It's about movement. So it's basically telling that this person is the person who took the action, okay? So this person, this chariot card is a player here, and this person took some form of action involved in Kenneka's death, okay? The question here, and let us stay focused on that because that is my goal with this reading. The question here was and is, what is the reason for the cover up? Okay, we will get justice for Kenneka Jenkins. And our fourth card here is the Three of Swords. And again, this is a mind card. This is what someone is thinking. This is what someone is was feeling. Okay, and the Three of Swords represents. Okay, this is somebody who was a player. Yeah, I'm sure now that these are the major players here, okay? So we have four cards here. This is the Three of Swords, and this is telling me a little bit more about what is going on in the relationship. I mean, what is going on, why this happened. Okay, first of all, why this happened and what is the reason for the cover-up. Three of Swords represents the end of a relationship. Uh, somebody trying to get over it, somebody trying to heal from it. Now, when I'm looking at this card, the Three of Swords, okay, what I'm feeling is a relationship. Okay, I'm not going to deny. That's what the Three of Swords always represents. Okay, so I'm not, okay. I don't want to say this was a relationship that Kenneka was in, but it almost feels like that. This is giving me more insight into what happened, like why it happened. So the end of a relationship, okay, and I feel like this is showing me uh, both like Kenneka. Because I'm looking at the image on the card, okay, and it's like the woman is trying to heal, the woman is trying to recover, she wants to move on, even though she's been just as hurt as the man, okay, but the man is like, he feels the same feelings, but you know, men handle things differently. So he's hurt. His recovery and healing is not uh what can I say? Like, you know how you end a relationship and both people are hurt, but like one person is always angry, still mad and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm feeling. Okay, so I feel like I don't know if, because I don't want to look too deep into it. Okay, so I don't want to say this is somebody that Kenneka had a relationship with or had something close to a relationship with. I will say she had some relations with this person, and that she didn't want it. Okay, the person was angry about this. Okay, and that's what I'm getting from this card. Okay, so let's just keep going because I have a mix of things here, okay? So before I go on to the next ones, let me just go back over what I have, okay? Because I want to stay on track and I want to keep the question in the air, which is what is the reason for the cover up, okay? We started with the King of Wands, which is a very determined person, and when I'm looking at this, I feel like this is the person who was coveting Kenneka, okay? I saw that in my first reading. This person was coveting Kenneka. Now, in the other reading, there was a Prince of Wands, so that was a younger man, but this is an older man, okay? I'm being shown some other things, okay? So this is an older man, the King of Wands, and this because the reason why I'm being shown this man is because he had everything to do with the cover-up, because we all know that Kenneka's friends and the little homeboys or whatever that was at the party, that everybody thinks had something to do with what happened to her. They did not have the power to be editing the videotapes, and they do not have the layout of the hotel to be knowing where to be stuffing a body at in the basement or in an unused kitchen on whatever floor of the hotel. I don't really know all of the details because I try not to, go into it too deeply. I listen to more to like her mother and stuff like that. So, but anyway, this guy is the King of Wands, and this guy is definitely directly involved. This guy is very egotistical. He's used to getting what he wants. Okay, he feels like he has money, he has power, he's an ego. And he saw Kenneka, that was something that he wanted. And I would say from the very beginning or very early on in the party, he had been watching her. He had been coveting her. I don't know if it was directly or whether it was on video cameras or whatever, okay? But he was watching her, okay? Now the woman, and I think that this is Kenneka's mother, and the reason why I think she came out after this man is because she's on his ass. Okay, she is intuitive, she is instinctual, she is empathic, she is an artistic woman. She is the one who would bring down somebody like this, okay? And this is why I feel like, because this is a spiritual war, okay? So again, we, understand that we fight not against flesh and blood, but we are fighting against spiritual wickedness in high places, okay? And that is what I'm feeling here. And whether we can see it or not, Kenneka's family, her mother, her sister, very powerful women spiritually. Kenneka also was very powerful spiritually. And his mother is on, I'm sorry, Kenneka's mother is on this man's ass. And she came right after him, and they are equally uh, key people in this story as it unfolds, okay? So the third card was the chariot, which represented somebody who actually took action and actually was directly involved as well. This is another person who is powerful. They have money. It's a male. And this is the person who decided exactly what action to take. Okay? This person arranged exactly what happened. Okay, so I would say the chariot card is another man. So this is two men we have here, okay? Two powerful men that was not the homeboys at the party, okay? Two grown ass men, okay, who were at the party, one of whom was definitely coveting her and one of whom had an interest more financially than in like wanting to possess Kenneka. Okay, these both are very sick men and have both been involved in some very cold actions. Let me use that word to get even where they are today. Okay, not this is not new to these people, and so these are very spiritual wickedness in high places. Okay, but very low down ass people in the spiritual realm. Okay, so the mother is on that ass. She's very high in the spiritual realm. Okay, a very high woman. Now, this is what I will say because I've heard a lot of people saying bad things or negative things about her mother and the way that she represents, her relationship with Kenneka on social media and stuff like that. And I haven't really seen any of that. Not simply because I haven't looked. I'm not saying it's not there, but I'm drinking some coconut water with a little bit of pineapple. But anyway, um, I know this. Regardless of what y'all see on the outside with Kenneka's mother, this woman has been through a lot. So, there may be um, some damage there that you can see, okay? But I do know that this woman is a very strong, powerful spirit, and she has a very direct connection to her ancestors and to the realm of the ancestors, and she knows things, and they know that this woman is powerful, and they didn't know it until she was on that ass, but she is on that ass, okay? So this is unfolding in a very interesting way, especially this fourth card that I threw, which is the Three of Swords, okay, which represents another player, okay, in it, and I believe this also represents Kenneka. So this is somebody who, and this is something that I didn't see in my first reading, okay. I knew that there was some jealousy and some high emotions and everything going on that night at the party, but what I didn't see was, because I know that my first reading, I saw something that had to do with something in the past, okay? And what I'm seeing with the Three of Swords is the Three of Swords always represents the end of something. So, like I said, I'm not going to say it was a relationship that she had, but this was something okay, this was Kenneka and a male. Yeah, I do feel a male, okay? I was going to say, I'm not going to say that it's a male, but it is a male, okay? Um, this was Kenneka and a male. I don't know if she had some sort of relationship with him, but I will say that and when I say relations, I'm not saying sexual relations, but maybe she had begun to get to know this person and decided she didn't really want to get to know him any better, whatever. This is what I'm feeling. And this person was mad. He was salty. Okay. And so, and I don't believe that she had just met him at this party. This was somebody who already knew her. Now, I'm not going to say he knew her very well because I feel like she had begun something with this person and then she decided it wasn't for her and he was salty. Okay. So another player in what has happened. Okay. The next card is the Nine of Cups. Okay. And this is funny that this would come. Okay. Uh, I believe that this card is letting me know that everything is going to be solved. Okay, okay, this card represents contentment, peace of mind, relief, rest. This is Kenneka. Okay, so Kenneka will uh, she will get justice. Okay, so at the end of the day, there will be justice for uh, Kenneka Jenkins, whether it means that we go to war, whether it's a catalyst for a war, whether it's a catalyst for um, it has been a catalyst for a spiritual war, as a lot of us are feeling a quickening in our spirit to do something, do our part, whatever that may be, to make sure that this does not continue to happen and make sure that this doesn't happen again. Uh, So this reading is going differently from what I expected. First of all, how all of these cards came out at once. I did some very vigorous prayers beforehand, and I even, well, I'm not going to tell you, but anyway, let me keep going. So the Nine of Cups. Okay, our next card is the Three of Cups. Three of Cups. Okay. And this card, when I look on the image of the card, uh, and what I'm feeling from this card, also related to Kenneka. Um, Kenneka, and I didn't expect to be getting all this because my question was, what is the reason for the cover up? Okay. But what I'm seeing is, and I don't know why I'm being shown this, but Kenneka, wow, I almost don't even want to say it, okay? Um, because just like I said the other day, when it keeps bringing me back to a dream that I had where I was shown a war and where all these people were going to be possessed. And when I had the dream, I knew that this time was going to come. And when this happened to Kenneka Jenkins, again, I didn't want to focus on it because every day there's something happening. You know what I'm saying? And I just can't stand it. I can't emotionally. I just cannot continue to consume stuff like that. So like when I see stuff like that on my timeline, on Facebook or any kind of social media that I go on, I quickly, in my everything in me is like, no, 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 just go past it, go past it. So I don't delve into that stuff. I did years ago, and all it would do was have me upset. And I just started to kind of, kind of numb myself to it and kind of pick and choose which things I decide to focus on in general. And I just do what I am led to do as a whole overall. And, what I can do, from my, little part of the globe from my spiritual standpoint on it, because there's, a lot of people that can do whatever you're doing from wherever you are, whatever you can do. If it's nothing but get out there and help shut the damn hotel down by protesting in front of it. If whatever you can do. But this is my part. And I definitely did not want to do it. I still don't want to do it. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the video, my first reading was only up. It's only been up for about 3 days. And the last time I checked, I had about 17,000 views on it. Okay, so when you get all these new people coming to your channel and viewing things, along with it comes a lot of trolls, a lot of new, just negativity that, ain't nobody, I don't have time for. And so I don't want to do this either, but I know that this is my job, okay? I am not going to succumb to fear of any sort, and I am not going to back down, okay? So moving forward, in the question in this reading is, uh, what is the reason for the cover up in the death of Kenneka Jenkins? And our next card is the Seven of Discs. Okay, and the Seven of Discs represents the warning that you're going to lose something. Okay, this is what has happened. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back because I didn't finish with the Three of Cups and what I wanted to say about the war that's coming and all of that. The Three of Cups is telling me that Kenneka will quickly, uh, she's going to be birthed into a new body and she will be back. Okay? So I don't know if somebody is pregnant in her family or will be pregnant soon. We can keep our eye on that. But it will be back through a family member of hers and she will be back soon. Okay, and this is very significant because this is not just a regular death. This is hitting everybody in our souls, and this is because Kenneka Jenkins and her family are some very powerful people in the spiritual realm and in the realm of the ancestors. Okay, and this is somebody that you don't want to mess with. Okay, and y'all have messed with them. Y'all have messed with us. Y'all have woken up the Igungun. Y'all have woken up the ancestors. And I feel like I'm going to go back over this entire reading, but the Three of Cups gives me a very, it's a beautiful feeling. It's sensual. It is, it feels happy. It feels like this new life that Kenneka is going to have, and she's not going to be Kenneka. She will still be Kenneka, but she's not going to be Kenneka. Uh, she's coming back very soon, okay, into this realm via somebody in her family. So, okay, we're just going to leave that there for now. Seven of Discs, okay. I want to do this because this is directly connected to someone who is, and for some reason, I wish I could show y'all the way I've laid the cards. The Seven of Discs is directly connecting to this chariot person. Okay, the way that I've laid the spread down. Okay, so the Seven of Discs is connected to this chariot person. So this chariot person, the person who actually planned this shit out and decided exactly what actions to take to cover this up, they know they know that, like, you're going down. You might have never gone down the fuck before, but your ass is going down this time. Okay, this is a person who has been getting away with shit for a long time. They have done a lot of crimes. They have hurt a lot of people. This person does not care about anything. All they care about is doing what they have to do to get what they want. Okay, and they don't care who they have to hurt or destroy to get it. Okay, but this person knows. Okay, this person knows that what they have did the job. Okay, this person knows that your cover up was half done. This person has seen their work already decoded. There's a lot of YouTube detectives, okay? And there's a lot of talented ass people out there, and I commend you. The people who have the technology and who know what they're doing with these video cameras, who know how to, who can at least give an expert opinion, or at least can give it a professional opinion to say, yes, it is possible that they may have edited some people out of these videos, that they have tampered with. They have definitely tampered with the videos footage that they have shown, and they definitely are suppressing video footage of, because in five-star hotels such as this one, there's cameras in every corner of the freezer, and sometimes even inside of the freezer. Okay, so the fact that they are hiding the footage, again, this is not the work of the homeboys. Okay, these are bigger people here. Okay, the only homeboy that I see in this reading at all was the Three of Swords, which was the person who wanted Kenneka, and she didn't want them the way they wanted her. Okay, so this is unfolding. This is a bigger spread than what I expected, and I'm getting information about things that I wasn't expecting to get, but I did ask Elegua to open the gates and to allow me to get messages from Spirit, and I'm getting what I asked for and then some. Okay, so the Eight of Swords, the next cup, okay? And if you see it, just the image on the card, and the swords is also the mind, okay? The swords represents the mind. And the Seven of Discs, okay? I'll come back to that, but just let me say that the discs represents the 3D world. It represents your finances, your money, your all your tangible existence in the 3D world. So this represents your financial situation. This represents your well-being. You know what I'm saying? Your physical well-being. You know what I'm saying? Your life. And this person has a they have been warned. They feel paranoid. This person knows that it's just a matter of time before somebody is going down for this, because the people are not giving up this time until people are not going to rest, and there's not going to be any peace. There's not going to be any peace until there has been justice served for Kenneka, and the only way that justice is going to get served is somebody goes down, and the card is pointing towards this chariot person. The chariot person is the one who arranged and took the actual action, and they know that they have did the job, and they know that they are going down for it. Okay, they already have been warned. Okay. Um, Eight of Swords is self-imprisonment. This person is looking for a way out. This person um, is looking for a way to escape, because again, this person knows that you done fucked up. You done fucked up, and the people who you have hurt, and the people who you have wronged, uh, they're not gonna let you get away with this. Okay. Um, Apparently, Kenneka was a very important child of God. We all are, but this child was very significant to this reality and the reconfiguring of said reality is happening as we speak. Okay. Uh, okay. And I don't want to say, because I told y'all, as y'all saw, I got a handful of cards, okay? And I'm trying to feel whether, like, this card, because I don't know, because, like, I've never had a spread where I think I throw through one card and then I got all the rest of the cards, okay? And I'm coming to the last, like, I got all the rest of the cards, and I don't know if I'm trying to feel out whether or not this is going to be the end of the reading, when I throw this last card, or should I pick up my cards and begin to shuffle again? So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and read the card and say whether I feel like that is the end of this reading and I'm going to end it there, or whether I should go on. Okay, so the last card is the Empress. Ooh, okay. I know that this is the end of this reading right here. Okay, I'm going to continue following this story and continue to bring forth information as I'm led by Spirit. Okay, the last card is the Empress card, and it represents the mother. And okay, this is what I want to do, because I'm going to go back over the entire reading. But what I want to, okay, because the question was, what is the reason for the cover up? Okay, and the very last card that I drew, and this card was also in the other reading that I did for Kenneka, and it represents her mother. Now, her mother is showing up a lot in the readings. And I felt her mother from the very first reading that I did. This woman is, she has royal blood. She is part of a royal bloodline, and she knows she knows who she is. I don't, you know, I'm not going to say too much at this right now. What I'm going to say is that the reason for the cover up, and there's a lot of reasons and there's a lot of players here, okay? Uh, the first person that showed up was the King of Wands, and I will say that is like the person who is the financial beneficiary of everything that is going on here. So this is like the person who owns the hotel, who is, or even bigger, somebody, the owner or somebody bigger than that. Okay, so that person was directly involved, is directly involved in the cover up, and that person came out first. So I would say that person is the reason why they covered it up. That person has their own reasons. That person wanted Kanisha. That person was coveting Kanisha. I'm sorry, I don't know why I keep saying Kanisha. Kenneka. Okay, Kenneka Jenkins. And let me explain to y'all how Spirit shows me things. And like when I begin to get stuff that I don't want to see or whatever. First of all, Spirit is not whispering things in my ear and telling me words as if, like another person would. The way I get the information that I see and the things that I interpret is I'm being shown things, and I'm feeling. Okay, I'm being made to feel things. So this person is also surrounded by fire. These people are not comfortable right now in their lives because they know it's just a matter of time before some shit, basically they're all worried about, they're worried. Okay, so they're not comfortable. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so I'm not going to go that deep off into it, but this person, the King of Wands, is somebody who would sit there and figure out, like, I would say what I'm feeling is this person was watching Kenneka both on the camera and off. That's what I'm feeling. And this is a person who, because they've done it before in their lifetimes, this is not new to this person. This person spends a lot of time in and around this hotel, okay? And this person has a lot of power with the hotel, okay? And they thought out, they were coveting Kenneka, okay? So that's all I'm going to say right now. And I would say this person was watching her both on and off of the camera from the beginning of the night, or maybe even from the time she arrived. Okay. The next card that I threw was the chariot, which is another male figure. Again, very powerful, successful, somebody who has money. This is the person who decided exactly what we're going to do and how we're going to handle this. So these are two key players, two grown ass men, males. They were not at the party. They may have stepped in for a minute or whatever, but they were not invited to the party. These were motherfuckers that are directly connected to that hotel. And then right after the because I'm sorry, after the King of Wands, I threw actually the Queen of Swords, which was the mother. Okay, and the reason why is because she's on their asses. Like the mother intuitively knows. Okay, she has looked these people in their faces, and they can't stand it. They can't stand to be under her scrutiny. They can't stand to have to deal with her, to have to look at her, to have to, because they know that she has this ability to feel and know things. Okay. And this is what I'm getting. These two people have a fear of Kenneka's mother on some level. These people have been doing things and getting away with it for a long time, but this is someone who's on the spiritual, on a spiritual plane, is more powerful than they are, and they know it. Okay, and that and it, Kanika's mother keeps showing up. I keep feeling her, and I will say that she, um, and not only just Kanika's mother, but like Kanika's whole bloodline. Uh, this is a lot. Okay, so she is a focus for them. Um, Kanika's mother. It's something that is wanted from her and from her bloodline, and this has not been. I don't want to say too much. Okay, so I'm just going to say that people are focused on Kanika's mother, and people fear Kanika's mother. Okay. Um, I'm getting, because I got all my cards all messed up and I don't remember exactly which order that I threw them in. But I think this one was here. Okay, yeah, this was here. Okay, so the Three of Swords was next, and that was the relationship or this dealing that she had with the young boy. Okay, now what that had to do with why there is a cover up, I just feel like this came through from spirit to let me know that this is what started everything. Okay, this person, because I felt it in the first reading, somebody was extremely jealous hearted. uh, there was a girl involved who talked this man into doing something, because this is what I'm feeling. I don't feel that she walked right out of. Okay, as I'm sitting here, I'm getting, because I want to be clear on what I'm saying and the way that I say it. Um, okay, this person on the Three of Swords was at the party. Okay, I don't feel like this person. This is a weird mix of stuff. Okay, this person was mad at her. Okay, so let's keep going so I can see if I get this bigger picture. Okay, so this person was angry at Kenneka because she didn't want them. Okay, she didn't want them in the same way that they want her. Okay, so that person is involved. Okay, um, the next two cards were directly um, Kenneka. Okay, she was letting me know that she will be, she is going to get justice. Um, there will be a rest. There will be a big relief for her family when this all happens. And she's also letting me know that she is coming back, and which doesn't um, people don't come right back into this reality. Uh, but she, and I'm not saying she's like, but yeah, people don't, we reincarnate and, as our ancestors, and sometimes it's, a couple generations removed, or, at least a generation or two. Um, but I feel like Kenneka is coming back soon. Um, there is going to be a lot to unfold over these next few weeks. Uh, but spiritually, she was showing me that she is going to get justice, and that she will get a rest. And she's showing me that she is going to come back into a life. And she's actually showing me um, the experience of what that is like. And uh, I don't want to say it's okay. So yeah, that was more than what I thought that I was going to get. Okay, so the next card was the Eight of Swords, which was the self-imprisonment. This person is looking for a way. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, I'm sorry. I got my cards all mixed up. The Seven of this was and it was connected to the Chariot card. Okay, and that was the person who. Okay, and this is what I'm going to say. The Chariot card is a person who works in this hotel, who is directly connected to the hotel, who set all this shit up, who decided exactly what to do, and who is going to be the direct person to be blamed for this. They know it. They have been warned in some sort of way. They see it coming in some sort of way. The reason I keep using the word warning is because somebody on the internet, this is what I'm feeling like, somebody on the internet has solved and decoded this shit, okay? But they don't even know it yet. Like they probably do know it, but like because this is what I feel like. It is one of those just and I don't want to use the word amateur, but one of the Facebook detectives has solved this murder, okay? And they don't even know it yet. Okay, and what I mean by yet is they know that they have the information that they have. That's why they made the video that they made or whatever. But they do not yet know that the video that they made, that they took the time to put in work for, is going to be uh, what ultimately uh, solves this case. And so now I'm understanding more why I was able to see, because I'm wondering, because I was wondering, like, how would Kenneka know that she's going to get justice and stuff? But there's a lot that's going on behind the scenes, right? uh this guy already knows. Okay, somebody has taken the time, and this is so damn good. This is so good. Somebody has took their time and did whatever they did. There is something out there already on the internet, okay, and I feel like it's a YouTube video. This person has broken down stuff. Now, there's a lot of people who have made videos, so I have no idea who the person is, okay? I feel a man, okay, a young male, a young male, a young male. He has a lot of energy. He's very enthusiastic. He's going to make sure that his video gets seen, okay? So this is all in the works, okay? So basically, her showing me her coming back in, um, that basically everything is going to come full circle. All will be as it should be. Okay, so there's a lot that has to unfold, but the warning that this person got, and they know that their shit is coming, and they know that the editing job and whatever they did to try to cover up and even edit the footage that they did release, that is what is going to that person took that footage and fucking decoded whatever the hell happened, and This person knows that their editing job was half done, that their whatever the fuck they did, you didn't do it good enough because somebody out there is better than you, and your ass is going down because that tape is already out there and it's not going to be snatched back. Okay. Um, and so this person, they know it, and they're looking for, with the Eight of Swords, they're looking for an escape. They're looking for an option. This person, they realize that they have painted themselves into a corner, and this person is looking for a way out. And again, I want to stay focused on, because a lot came out here in like two shuffles of the cards. Okay, I got an entire reading, which has never happened. Okay, and it's a lot. It's a lot. So you probably have to go back over all this and try to put it all together. And I'll come back, and because I've never had one that had all of this going on, but considering the situation, considering the circumstances of that night, that it was a party, that there was a lot of people involved, that there's a whole cover up going on involving a five-star hotel, that there was, there's a lot of suspects. So it would make sense that this energy would be this, I don't want to use the word chaotic, but it is kind of chaotic, but there will be order coming out of this chaos. Okay. So, this person has basically painted themselves into a corner. They're looking for options. They're looking for some kind of way to escape, to get out of the situation now. Okay, which people do desperate things in desperate situations. Okay, so I'm going to be looking on the internet for that video. Okay. The last card that I threw, and I am going to go ahead and end the reading with this because it was the Empress card again, which represents Kenneka's mother. And just, I feel with this, at this being the end of the card, and the question for the reading being, what was the reason for the cover up? The end of the reading is, okay, the reading began with these two men, okay? There's two powerful, successful men with money who made the ultimate decisions and took the ultimate actions. The reason for the cover up is that these people are part of the elite. Okay, and I ain't even really going to speak on that, but that's all I'm gonna say on it. They are part of the elite, and these people fear people with supreme spiritual power. And Kenneka's mother has supreme spiritual power. Kenneka's sister has supreme spiritual power. These are very powerful black women. What was the reason for the cover up? Fear. Fear. Okay? A lot of mistakes were made that night. A lot of stupid decisions on a small level with the small people. And then the big people took over. And that brought out the big spirits that are walking with Kenneka's mother. And okay, so this is like a war of, you talking about spiritual wickedness in high places, and then spiritual power in high places, true spiritual power. Okay. And this is, and again, it relates back to my dream that I had about this war that was coming and all these possessed ass people. And the death of Kenneka Jenkins was the catalyst. And I'm going to say it was a catalyst for the war because The war, it has always been there. The people who have the war is actually against and on, they are unaware that this war is taking place. Okay? So the war has always been taking place, but the fact that it's a conscious war now, people are awake now. The people who, some of us who the war is against, uh, we know it now. You know what I'm saying? We know. So people are awake now, and we're waking other people up, and so now we're no longer just being attacked unaware. We're starting to be prepared. We're starting to fight back. We're starting to not accept the bullshit anymore. People are doing their own work. This is going to be a monumental case because the average Joe is going to be the person who solved this case. Okay, who solves this case, who gets down to the bottom of it, and the people are not going to accept the bullshit. Okay, whatever they try to do, if it's not enough, we're going to make it enough. Okay? I will definitely continue to follow this and probably come back and do another reading on this in a few days. And I'm going to go back over this and watch this video myself because there was a lot here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards, a 9-card spread. With the ultimate question being, what is the reason for the cover-up? So I just want to say to Kenneka Jenkins' family and particularly to her mother, uh, they fear you. So don't back down. Don't stop. I know you're tired, sister. I send you all the ashe that I can send you, all the blessed love, all the peace and power and love and light. Okay? We are there for you, and I know you feel us. Okay? So many of us have been struck in our soul by this, and just keep fighting, sister, because you have the victory. We have the victory. Okay? Uh, we've already lost. Okay? So there's nothing more that they can take from us. Okay? So, and for everybody who feels moved and led to do something in this situation, keep fighting and don't you dare give up. Okay? Until we meet again, my people, keep it classy, keep it clean. R.I.P. Miss Kenneka Jenkins, and do what you gotta do to make shit happen. Peace.